Okay. So we're back in Elder Scrolls Online tonight. Just checking everything. Oh, help a little bit. Add those on. Things are looking good. Cool. So yes, back to Elder Scrolls Online. Going to maybe a little bit of the main mission tonight, but primarily I think I will be doing some side quests. So actually there might be some, I don't know if there's any new stuff on the Crown store yet. Some items coming up that I really want. I can afford them. But we will see if that's going to be the case. I think they actually come out tomorrow. Yes, okay. Okay then, so quests we've got a couple of crafting quests. I'm going to need cornflower and more wood to do those. And what I can actually do is I can set off on quite a nice little loop. How many quests have I got? I've got 13 of 25. Right, I have an idea. We're going to go on a road trip. But first of all, we are going to pick up a few crafting quests. Oh. Right, we kind of need to be careful. Boards. So we're going to need stuff for those. Going to need some steel. Okay, gonna need to get those. Right. So, blacksmith, Rit. Steel greatsword, steel sabatons, and steel gauntlets. Don't know if we're going to have the materials. But we can find out. Okay, that's a steel axe. Don't actually want that. Armor, there's no that. So, creation. Weapons. Greatsword. Steel. We can certainly create the steel greatsword. Okay. And then we want to go to our armor. Sabatons, yeah, we have enough for that. And I got to forget what the last one was. Gauntlets. Gauntlets, gauntlets. Steel, yeah. Craft that. Cool. So So that one's covered off. Now the woodworker bit requires us to do maple.
It is important to travel, yes, but be wary if you choose to visit.
Pure, unfamiliar, little known. 5,000. Probably going to be nowhere near enough stuff. It's be honest with you, it's very much a hope. Ooh. Raw blacksmith's materials. Yeah. Aha! I have the Hall of the Lunar Champion. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that anytime soon. But, you know, it's kind of nice. Enchanter's Coffer. Okay. Provisioner's Pack. Huh. I'm not entirely sure what that does. Don't seem to have any more boxes to open. Plenty of crafting materials I've managed to accumulate over time. Which is cool. Just making sure I've got no boxes or anything in here. No. Right. Destruct. Weird. There we go, little known wooden weapon. Okay. Not really hopeful here. I've got 3 pieces of maple. Woodworker quest requires 2 maple bows and a maple shield. And I've got enough at the moment to do... Oops, wrong one. I have enough to do one of those items at best. Okay. Blacksmithing rig is done. What do we want in terms of clothing? Normal homespun shoes, hat and sash. Seems fairly easy. Just ooh, sells good, but I'd rather have the materials. So I've only got 3 jute. Okay, there's no way we are going to be doing the clothier yet, so we need to keep an eye out from jute on our travels. So, Enchanter. to craft a petty glyph of health. So I think that might be along these lines. Find health. I think it's that. That's a slight glyph of health. Slight glyph of absorb health. Petty glyph of absorb health. Right, there's a rune, potency rune I'm missing. So you look out for enchanting stuff. Right, okay. It would be good if I looked at the rip first. I have a sip of stamina. Oh yeah, I'm still trying to get this cornflower, aren't I? I suppose. You sell the potions, you don't sell the raw ingredients. Right, cooking. Provisioner red. Baked potato and rye beer. Baked potato. Melon radish salad. And a red rye beer. Okay, so that's 2 of these done. So, we can at least hand these in. Let's get to these here crates. Thank you. And thank you. Cool. So take all of those. I wonder, where did the other? I'm sure I had other shipments. And yet I do not seem to have them. Huh. Right. Equipment wise, yeah, I can't possibly craft a good enough shield. I don't have the materials. I may have to go and buy one. Alright, we need to empty our inventory some.
The Rimmen Bank is an...
Deposit, that would help. I don't actually want to deposit those. For some reason I can't put those in. Or that. Don't put that in. Interesting. I don't know why it would accept some and not others. So what we're just going to do is just drop a load of stuff in, to be honest. And we can worry about making better use of it all later. I'm going to take stuff I think that improves my stats. There's health, there's magicka. This is maximum health and maximum magic. Right, that we will be having the melon dish for this evening's meals. So we will be depositing the rest of the provisions. Ooh. Yes, yes, all of that can go in there, and we'll want the serums. So the sips, those as well, don't really need those. Spoiled food we can just get rid of. I haven't found any kind of use for that yet. Yes, throw all this into the bank. Fried garlic beef. Sounds nice. Paragon chicken. Cool, the inventory is pretty much empty, ready for a nice bit of questing. Now, also be extremely cool. Get a second shield, which we're probably going to have to buy. So, we're going to have to head over this way. Find ourselves a woodworker. Would that be this chappy here?
Come on, don't be shy.
Leather worker. No. That seems to be full on armor. Let's just look on the map, shall we? There's a woodworking station. Carpenter is Rami. I wonder.
Plenty of customers have made their way to Predator Mesa to prove themselves as great warriors. The one...
Yeah, but you're metal armor and I need a wooden shield. Oh. No, you must be bows.
Curse these frothing nativist malcontents. With Queen Euraxia gone, who will lead us? A foolish kitten and some doddering mane? This on the lot of them.
You're not liking the change in politics, are you? Tough. I'm one of the people who's responsible for that situation, and I'm more than happy with the way things are going. Now, I am definitely missing something here.
A
good pack is like a good friend. Sturdy, dependable.
Uh-huh. I've already bought a few backpack upgrades. Thank you, my friend. I'm sure I've seen this person before somewhere. And yet now I cannot find them. Ooh, soul gems. Can I have one, please? Ooh. A law book. Excellent. Nice. I am missing the obvious, I'm pretty sure. You've kind of an option to speak to you. Wondering what you think of the current change in government?
Make a sheet know the true ways of battle walker. My weapons will give you the...
Well, I'm completely missing someone here. Right, look at this again. Carpenter. Okay, that's the symbol for a carpenter, is it? Right, go by symbols.
I'm never gonna be finished. Say what you will, but the Khajiit...
What was that?
I've been nothing but impressed with the leather work. This is wearisome indeed.
Well, this is perplexing, and I'm not intending on spending any more time on it. So, we want to go on a bit of questing. So that's what we're going to do. Don't seem to be Khajiit outside the workhouse anymore, sweeping the floors. Is this the lion? Yes! Yes, Ammo, it is. I bought it from the Crown store. Good evening, by the way. Not Crown Crates, Crown store. So, mounts... Pride King Lion. 1,800 crowns. Ah, you have good taste. Yes, apparently there is also going to be an Afik merchant and an Afik banker. I'm very interested in seeing what they're like. Because the cute little talking cats, I think that would be brilliant. I think it's actually tomorrow. I heard that the Afik are dropping tomorrow, and I think it's all together, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers and hoping for that. Right. I want to do some side quests. So, we'll go on a tour of the countryside. Ah, you see, I got lucky. Although I haven't really played this game much before, I've actually had the subscription for a while. And I did buy Somerset a year ago, and I bought Elsweyr. And as a result, I had quite a number of crowns waiting for me, as it were. So I was quite lucky, which was nice. So, I was just going to see if I could... There we go. Yep. Lion. Ooh, need some of that. I'm not sure if they do. The crowns I had might have been from the expansions I purchased, but I had about 20,000 when I started Elsweyr. I spent quite a bit on things like backpack upgrades and other bits and pieces. This lion, for example, the lioness, quite a few things. Okay, it's from the sub. Fair enough. Let us go and see what's happening with this aqueduct business.
Always good to meet a fellow adventurer.
Ooh,
If you've got the coin, I've got plenty of goods.
what do you have? Oh, wait a sec. Repair all my stuff.
The smell.
Yes, please. Let's not have anything failing. That would make sense, Ammo. That would certainly make sense. I do love this. That aqueduct is superb. Ah. Oh, that message works. Right. So yeah, we're going to do some side quests at least to start with. I've progressed the main story quest to a certain point, but I'm going to jump into some side quests. Anything here? No. Yes, this is an aqueduct of all things. I'm not 100% sure, but they're on the map. And I think it might flow, because Northern Elsweyr is a desert. Ah, well, there are bridges, but that there is not actually, this in particular, is not actually a bridge. Down there, that may well be a bridge. We may even get to find out. Ooh. Stuff. Please. Oh, that's fair enough. Okay. Where are we? Oh, dragon's under attack, but not sure I can get there first. Oh. Cool.
We must do something about the water, SilmarUK. If you would just...
No adept can face the wastes alone, child. This one insists you stay.
95.
SilmarUK has misgivings. Many misgivings about letting young Vasby investigate the aqueduct. The spirits sing of your strength, This one finds some peace in that, at least. Please, just keep a close eye on her. Vasby is precious to SilmarUK.
Nice. Yeah, I think I bought 3 in the end.
Vasby cannot understand. Only puddles remain in the Adaptorium cisterns, but still SilmarUK forbids this one to act.
I heard there's a problem with the Adaptorium's water supply.
Our Adaptorium, Srendar's cradle, is parched by a drought. We rely on the Anequina aqueduct to supply our water, but something halted the flow. Now adepts and pilgrims go thirsty. We tend to the sick here. Without water, many of them may die.
That's no good. Do you have any idea what halted the flow?
No, and we never will if SilmarUK gets his way. He yowls about the risks, but Vasby is not the saucer-eyed kitten she was when SilmarUK found her. This one must fix this. You're a warrior, yes? Would you escort Vasby to investigate the aqueduct?
Yes, I'll help you investigate a return of the flow of water.
Thank you for helping, Rook. We should investigate the nearest gate of the aqueduct, just south of here. Srendar willing, we will find whatever blocks the water there.
Has it ever
will
gone
meet
to...
you soon. This one must speak to SilmarUK before she leaves.
Or has it ever gone dry before?
No. My teachers examined the Order's histories and found no evidence of droughts in the past. But we live in curious times, yes? Dragons fly, dead walk. A broken aqueduct would not seem out of place.
Is there any chance the source of the water ran dry?
Vasby does not think so. Before the water reaches Srendar's cradle, it passes Rimen. And for all the city's problems, a drought is not one of them. That means the flow is blocked somewhere between the city and the Adaptorium.
What can you tell me about Srendar's cradle?
The Adaptorium itself? I know only that our ancestors built it in the days of 16 kingdoms. Vasby has no ears for ancient history. This one does know that the Adaptorium has always been a place of healing, a refuge for all, no matter how ill.
How have you dealt with the dragon attacks?
We do what we can, but Vasby fears it is not enough. Many come with seared flesh and blackened lungs, from the flames and smoke, you see. Others come with broken limbs. Most of our palliatives and salves require water, so you see the urgency, yes?
Indeed. Tell me about yourself.
About Vasby? Oh, this one's life is not so exciting, but if you insist. Vasby is an initiate and servant of Srendar. A healer in training also. SilmarUK and the other monks raised this one here in the cradle.
Are all the adepts here healers?
Most learn the craft, but not all have the passion for it that this one does. SilmarUK says it is Vasby's calling. This one thinks he is right.
You said that SilmarUK found you on his doorstep.
Yes. Vasby's parents had... This was in the time of the flu, you see. Many orphans came to Srendar's cradle in those days. Most of them were not as lucky as Vasby. SilmarUK cared for this one like a daughter. He still does, as you can see.
Did any of your other family members survive?
No. This was not so long ago, Walker. You remember the groans and hacking coughs, yes? The blood? Srendar's cradle's adepts healed as many as they could, but even the strongest tinctures and cleanest bandages fell short in the face of the flu.
I know. Indeed, feel bad. Right. Where am I going now? I'm going there. Okay. Ooh. So. Ooh, something there we want. And there's that cornflower? No, it's flax. Well, if they don't bother me, I won't bother them.
Ah, you found it. We should examine the gate at the top of the ramp.
Okay, well, we're going to have to deal with these first, so if you'll excuse me. Nice. And I devour their life force at the end for extra healing. Right, so we have to... I assume we're going to these stairs here. Yeah, I've decided to take more of a tank build than I was. Okay, let's examine this.
Open and dry, as expected. Hopefully we'll find the blockage at the second gate.
Yep, Necromancer. Heavy armor tank, so think of Death Knight. So... oh, it would help if I had the right quest. I need to go to the second gate. And the second gate is there. Entirely sure what that is. Alright, this way, my dear. So this must be an offshoot from the main aqueduct, because that's the main aqueduct. That goes past Rimmen. But I would imagine that this is a sort of a local tap almost into it. I don't think we will get past you.
Caught you! Busby is a quick study, yes? Caught
Let's
you!
examine this new gate.
Busby is a quick study, yes?
Let's examine this new gate.
Excuse me, Dean Lady, but... and devour the souls. Are you getting yourself into trouble?
Caught you! Busby is a quick study, yes?
Let's examine this new gate.
Okay. Right. Examine.
Dry. Zisful. Wait, what is this?
Clue. Torn habit. Okay.
This scrap of cloth. Vasby knows it well. It is part of a Srendar adept's habit. One of the old ones we don't wear anymore. Could an adept have been out here?
You would wear a habit like that.
Vasby does not think anyone wore it. The way it is torn, it looks like someone used it to dress a wound. Do you see the stains? This one smells blood too. A warning, perhaps. Or a clue.
You think the person who dropped this is responsible for the water shortage?
Maybe. Vasby is no investigator, but finding something like this near the gate feels like a sign. We should find the person, if only to make sure they are not badly hurt, yes?
How do you propose we find them?
We could start by searching around the columns that hold the aqueduct up. Someone gravely injured may have rested in the structure's shadow. No time to waste, Walker. Let's go.
You're sure that no one at Srendar's castle wear a habit like this?
Certain. After the worst of the Nahatan flu had passed, Silujo and the others burned every scrap of cloth touched by the illness. Quilts, linens, and yes, even their habits. Nothing remained of them, aside from paintings in the cloisters.
Well, they must not have burned everything.
It appears that way, yes. Come, whoever this belonged to may need our help.
Okay. An injured stranger, you say? Not marked on... Aha, it's just there. Okay, it's too close to stand out. Ooh, iron. High iron. cool. Oh, here we go. Bloody habit.
Another shred of a habit? The blood seems more spotty. From a sore, maybe. Let's keep looking.
What are you, an ogre shaman? Go on then. And they're down. You've been putting your iron in the guild bank. No bank space for it. Yikes. That's a lot of iron ammo. Oh, that's one. Of course, that's one of the advantages of the subscription. If you ever went for it, you get a crafting bag, and basically it's infinite, from what I can make out. Weathered cameo. This whole cameo depicts a female Khajiit. The face is lightly worn from being, probably from being clutched and polished often.
Blood trail goes cold, yes? But what is that? A cameo?
Yes,
The face
yeah,
looks-
all my crafting
This was
stuff.
not dropped by accident, Walker. There must be more to find.
Well, I agree. It's a curious story. Crumpled nursery rhyme. First a virtue composed by a friend, sweet Serendice cradle, no soup in the ladle, no water for piping hot tea. Well, that's a disaster. The puddles are shrinking, the spirits are sinking, where went the spirit's mercy? Though tears were they crying for those who lay dying when water flowed free as the breeze. Only one deserves culture, and that we will reward her, the sweet cat who survived the disease. Right, this is an act of revenge. And it
This
could
is a
even be
nursery
her
rhyme,
parents.
isn't it? Like the one Vasby read every night as a kitten. Srendar's mercy. Please hurry, Walker.
And no crafting materials. I suspect something bad is going to happen very soon. And no crafting materials there. Swaddling cloth. This is her parents or parent.
Swaddle cloth? Vasby recognizes that pattern. Come, let's keep looking, come!
There's a lot more going on than we have been told. Scarred coin. All disc of polished iron, whatever was engraved on its surface has been scratched off.
And we find a death coin lost, of course. Something that gleams to take to the sands behind the stars. We should talk.
Okay.
The bloody bandages, the cameo, and swaddle cloth. All these trinkets and mementos lead to a forbidden place. Bandar's litter. Busby has not been totally honest with you, Walker. This one has a very personal stake in this business.
Okay, what haven't you told me?
The drought. It's because of me. That is why Vasby insisted on being the one to investigate. Every year, on this one's birthday, someone leaves a gift outside the cloisters. Gifts like the nursery rhyme, coin, and cameo we found, you see?
This gift giver left a trail to lead us here. Why do you think it's related to the drought?
Days after the aqueduct ran dry, the gift giver left a jug of cold, fresh water outside this one's door. It was a message, you see, for Vasby. Now we find these dressings and keepsakes, all leading to Bandar's litter. Our answers are there.
I agree. But why is the place forbidden?
Old ghosts haunt this place. Angry spirits that moan and howl curses in the night. SilmarUK always insisted we stay away. I hate to disobey him, but we have no choice. The last sluice gate and the person we pursue are both inside. Are you prepared?
Yes, I am. Let's get moving. Although I wonder if this is actually ghosts or not people who have been exiled there for some reason. Enter Bandar's litter. Okay. Oh wow. Right. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. People who may well have been forgotten or exiled rather than ghosts.
Wait! Busby saw someone!
Yeah, I see them.
Why do
Follow
they
the
run?
stranger.
We do not mean them any harm.
They may not mean you any harm. They don't
There
know
they
who
go.
I am.
Is that the same one as before?
It's a ghost. Yikes. Ooh. Well, there they are, but if you don't mind, I'm rather in need of some maple.
Let's split up. We can corner him.
Oh, that's not going to go wrong. Yeah. What have we got here?
Who are you? Where's Busby, beloved child? Finally, you have come home at last.
Beloved, what? I don't... We only want to restore the water.
Water? No, no, no. You come for answers, child. Answers from ashes. Take up to our camp at the Bandar Gate. Here we are, cleansing the flame. Scouring fire will clean Sarindar's cradle soon enough.
I see that bad things are happening. Right. We must find Vasby. Oh, what are you? Loots! Ah. Up here, I feel. So, stricken lunatics, eh?
Quickly, over here.
Aha. How'd you like to
Silujah
spill
saw
the bean?
everything. We must save Vasby quickly, please.
What are you doing here?
I may not be Vasby's father, but I feel a father's love for her. What parent would let their child wander the Kaj with a stranger? Silujah followed at a distance, but could not stop Vasby in time. The stricken cats took her deeper into the canyon.
The leader called Vasby by name and urged his people to burn Surrender's cradle. Why?
The flu. Time heals some wounds and causes others to fester. Sometimes even the greatest healer cannot see all ends. Forgive me. Silujah is an old cat. He rambles. We must go to the Bandar Gate to halt the flames and save
Hi,
my Vasby.
Subsonic. Alright, let's go save Vasby.
There is a cavern deep within the litter. If
I hope
memory
you are well.
serves, it ascends to the Bandar Gate. We will find the aqueduct blockage and Vasby there. Come, we must hurry.
Okay, but what's your
Silujah
plan?
will try to make these sick, scarred cats see reason. To cure a sickness, a healer must know the ailment's cause. Old hatreds are not so different. We lose time discussing this. Have faith that all will proceed as Srendar wishes.
Yeah, okay. So, where am I going now? There. Right. What have you done, old man? What have you done?
These sick, scarred, you see. We call them the stricken. After the Nahatan flu ravaged their bodies, the people of Elsweyr cast them out.
As we suspected.
They
Ooh.
came to Svendar's cradle once for healing, but the king's vizier would have put our adeptorium to the torch if he knew we harbored the sick.
I see. Ah, yes, they are.
You
I
should
am
know the reason
very much
they hate
enjoying
us.
it, Subsonic.
It's my fault. They wish to burn our home because I cast them into Bandar's litter to die.
Oh, well, I have no idea why they would take it so personally.
The stricken are the ghosts of my past, of the cradle's past. Silmaruk hoped that time and seclusion might let them heal on their own, but that was always a fool's hope. The sickness made its way to their souls and festered there.
I see. What are you talking about? You tried to kill the stricken?
In the days of the flu, chaos reigned. Many came to Srendar's cradle seeking healing. But fear followed the flu. With so many of the ill huddled in our adeptorium, the people saw it as a breeding ground for more sickness.
So what happened?
Sutabi, the king's vizier, marched on the adeptorium and threatened us with torch and sword. If the sick remained in the cradle, he vowed to burn it to ash. So I ushered the sick and dying here to Bandar's litter and left them to die.
The other adepts let you do that?
They had no choice. We had no choice. When you tend to the sick for as long as Silmaruk has, you cannot help but grow detached. Callous, even. If I kept the sick with us, many healthy Khajiit would die. Khajiit, like Vasby.
What does Vasby have to do with it?
Vasby's parents came to us, carrying her in swaddling clothes. They were both near death, or so I thought. But Vasby, their child, was healthy as the spring. What could this one do? Her
Okay.
parents had no chance, but she did. I took her in, raised her.
And it looks like one of her parents actually survived. Okay. Well, I can kind of see why. Not saying I entirely approve, but... Ooh. Paper mark for an elite. Haven't flown it since I started playing. Been fun. Think I'll engineer it up. Ooh, good luck with that. I hope that is as much fun as it sounds. Because it should be good fun. It's definitely a quick ship. Ah, why not?
Wait, Silmaruk must speak to you.
Okay.
Before we go further, we must speak.
What is it?
The Bandar Gate lies beyond that door. The Stricken's leader as well. Vasby's true father. His love and sorrow has turned to hatred for me. Silmaruk has no illusions. Death waits for this one through this passage, for the actions of his past.
Yeah, I can imagine, Subsonic. That's really cool. Do you really believe that?
Silmaruk does not fear this death, if it will save Vasby. Before it happens, though, this one must ask. You now know the story of Srendar's cradle, of the sick left to die. When this one is gone, Vasby will have questions. What
Well, if
will
you're
you tell her?
if you're prepared to go through the door, knowing it means most likely you will die, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. So you had an impossible decision to make.
Silmaruk thanks you, Walker. Choosing who lives and who dies weighs on the soul, but as a healer and a leader, I must make hard decisions. If Silmaruk had to do it all over again, he would make the same choice. Now come. Vasby waits.
Let's go. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Crate Mark II as a change to the Anaconda, and I'm kind of wondering about maybe trying the Viper or the Vulture as well. See how much of a change that is. Right, here we are. So as always, I will loot all the things.
Vasby, you are unharmed, yes?
No. My daughter is no longer yours to corrupt, addict.
Okay, where is everyone? These NPCs getting in front of me. Here we go. There we go. Can she do it?
Silmaruk, no! This is my fault. Srendar, forgive me.
Is he
He
alive?
breathes, but faintly. Vasby will take him back to the cradle. My hands won't stop shaking. The Straken's leader, Hulzar, wields horrible magic. He told me that the adepts took me from him, that they stole everything from him. He said
He said he's your father.
Yes, he said he left me gifts so that I would not forget him. But seeing me grow closer to Silmaruk, closer to the Order, twisted his tail to the breaking point. He lured Vasby here to Banda's litter. Now he plans to burn the Adeptorium.
We have to stop him.
Please, Walker, if there is any way to spare Hulzar, have mercy. Vasby knows he is mad, but to lose two fathers at once. Srendar, help me. This one is so lost. Moons, why did Silmaruk come here? He must have known the Stricken would kill him.
Yes, he did. He did it to
This
save
one
you.
only needed saving because she disobeyed Silmaruk. He came here because of Vasby. He dies because of Vasby.
Chillajo told me he was ready for this. It's his penance for something he did a long time
This
ago.
one knows. Hulza told me about how he and his wife,
Oh.
my mother, came to the cradle with a tiny Vasby in their arms. He described the long march to Bandar's litter and the cold, moonless nights that followed. More suffering on my account.
How could that be your fault? You can't take the blame for everything.
How could it not be Vasby's fault? Had Hulza's wife not carried Vasby in her womb, they never would have come to Srendar's cradle. Had Vasby not sought to restore the water, Silmaruk would live. Please, just find Hulzar. Vasby must work.
Okay. You save him and I'll do what I do. Okay, he's here, there he is. I don't fancy playing fair.
Keep me from my vengeance. Come thee.
Aid me!
Yeah, okay. Now everyone dies.
Vasby. I'm sorry.
Not sorry enough. So that's one of the necro ultimates. And your soul, please. Thank you. Yeah, it's good fun. Health boosts, armor boosts, and every hit you do does a bit of healing. Right, I suspect we go this way. Aha! Good. Right, where exactly are we going? somewhere just here. Oh, it must be up here. There we go. Aha! Yay, the water flows. I know, but the badger will live on as a delicious supper. Speaking of such things... consumables... Melon Carpaccio. We'll have that. And I have the health serum. Cool. Yeah, I feel a little bit bad about the badger. And now we go back there. Cool. Ah. Poultry. You gotta wonder about crafting in MMOs sometimes. Oh, runestone and something there. I think I landed on top of it. Cat's gotta eat, yeah, absolutely. This kitty does not do well on an empty stomach. Ooh, ogres, I think. Let's see. Yep, ogres. Would be rude not to. Go get him, skeleton. Oh, you're a spellcaster, are you? Right. That was painful. That's one. That's two. And that's three. Cool. I'm not sure what the ice totem was exactly. I think it was the shaman who would cast it. Thank you very much. So we send the skeleton in first. Ooh, another one. Cool. No, that wasn't me. I do the skeletons, but those big ice totem type things, that was the ogre shamans. And it does look rather cool. Right, there's something here on the map. Oh, it looks like I've interrupted dinner. And thus I become dinner. I think it's good. It does take a little bit of getting used to because there's quite a few tactical options. But overall, you can keep it simple if you want to. So yeah, I like it. Right, so there's something marked on the map which I haven't properly discovered yet. Is it down here? I mean, I've got light attack, heavy attack, blocking. I've then got 5 skills and an ultimate, which builds up over time. And I can switch between 2 weapon sets, and I can have different sets of skills and different ultimates in each weapon set. Where's this? Wait a sec. Key. Merchants. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Right, I go this way. What's the bet that the Stricken are launching an attack upon the Adeptorium? We shouldn't be dawdling then. Okay, looks peaceful. Okay, Subsonic. Oh. Rimham Necropolis. Aha. Oh dear.
You return. Good. Vasby already loses too much today.
Oh,
Siljo did not... Vasby could not... He is gone. His soul wanders the sands behind the stars now.
I'm sorry.
The other adepts mourn for him as Vasby does. But they do not know the truth of his death, or the cost of the water you restored. But you know. Vasby knows. And it may be too much for her to bear.
Oh, what do you mean?
Vasby loved this place. She idolized Siljo and the other healers. She prayed to Srendar for the strength and wisdom to serve as well as those who came before. But Srendar's cradle is a lie. My dream is a lie.
Oh
What
dear.
is Vasby to do now?
What do you mean Serendar's cradle is a
The
lie?
people of Elsweyr think that the adepts of the cradle worked miracles to stave off the flu. Now I see that they only hid the sick in the wilderness to let them die. How can this one just ignore that? How can I dedicate my life to such a place?
I'm gonna go with
Yes,
that one.
This one will stay. But I will
Oh, that's
not
fair
lie
enough.
about what happened here. Siljo made an impossible choice, but the people deserve to hear the truth. Thank you, Walker. We only just met, but you are the closest thing to family that Vasby has left.
Oh no.
Brothers, sisters, Vasby must speak about Siljo's passing. Before he passed, this one learned the truth of the stricken, of the role we healers played in their suffering. No longer. In Shrendar's name, we must go to Bandar's litter. We must help the stricken, and we must try to heal this age-old wound, for their sake and for ours.
Oh, that's cool. Guide to Northern Elsweyr. No skill ups from that. Ooh, what are you? Cornflower, yay, I'm looking for these. Cool. Right. Any other crafting bits? No. Right. Rimmon Necropolis is just there. And I saw a root step. I'm going to take a quick look. I may come running out in short order, like. I'll take those. Public dungeon. Well, I'm not sure how those work in the show yet, so I'm not going to dive into there right this moment. Instead, now that will start that line of quests. We could cut across there. Well, let's go with those. See if we got any more crafting drops. Minotaur. Right, no more. So the quest we want. I see. And that is indeed that one. Cool. We'll now go and solve a mystery. Actually, a lot of these might be solving mysteries. A lot of mysteries in Elsweyr. Apparently you solve them by hitting things. Ooh. Lootables? Don't mind if I do. What's these? Take that. I'll have the sack. I'm interested in this. What's up here? Ooh. Oh, if you're just going to leave all this stuff hanging around, you know, I'm only going to help myself. Animal identification and tasting. A little weird. I like the room though. Right there. Ooh, radish. Nice. So I've saved the Adaptorium and then robbed the Adaptorium. Alright, we head to the road and then head down there. Okay. Wonder the moon's not out yet, is it? That is really quite cool. I got a picture of the sun behind those legs of the aqueduct and it was pretty nice. I'd love to get one with the moon. Right, on to our next adventure. What's this? Ah, Akashe tomb. Cool, runestones. Hi. Thank you. Ah. I do love the whole eating their souls bit at the end. And there's some more Mimru there. Right, we've come off the road, so we need to turn back. Go. There's the way shrine. Village of Hakushe.
I haven't been able to sleep all week. Please, can't you do something?
Of course. I'll have the town guards investigate tonight.
Thank you, Magnate Fena Darak.
And who do we have here? Come, let us speak. Welcome to the town of Hakushe. I must say it is not often I see a new face. Have you perhaps come to take part in our festival?
A festival?
The Proving Festival, yes. Through a series of trials, the people of Hakushe must prove themselves to their ancestors. We do so by completing 3 trials, otherwise known as the 3 proofs.
Can you tell me about these 3?
First, the proof of reference calls on our ancestors to witness our deeds. Second, the proof of strength displays our might and bravery. Lastly, the proof of wisdom tests our knowledge and wit. Through these trials, we show our worth.
I'd like to join this festival if I may. A little bit of background. A dark elf outside of town wants to know if this here lady is perhaps descended from a previous emperor who was assassinated.
Of
I'd like to join.
course. I'm sure you too have ancestors you wish to honor. First, you must speak with Domitia Nasica. You'll find her just by the river. Listen well to her words, for she will guide you through your first trial.
Alright, I'll talk to Demeter.
Let me know if you have any other questions. I realize that Hakoshe can be quite the curiosity for travelers such as yourself.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation earlier. Some sort of trouble? Will you pay me to sort it out?
Nothing to worry about. Domitia just hasn't been sleeping well. She believes there's something prowling around her house at night. I suspect it to be just bad dreams.
But you're going to have the town guard searched.
Of course. I'd never dismiss a citizen who seeks my aid. Having the town guards investigate will help ease Domitia's fears. That alone may be enough to stop her nightmares. And if the dreams continue, I'll make sure she's seen by a healer.
I see. Tell me about Hakoshe.
Though Hakoshe is known for its Akaviri ancestry, the truth is that our imperial bloodline runs far richer. Still, we honor our Akaviri ancestors by maintaining some of their customs. The Proving Festival is a shining example of that.
I see. Tell me about this festival.
The Proving Festival has not been celebrated since Hakoshe was first founded. I didn't even know it existed until I found a first-hand account of the festival in my family's records. It's been quite the challenge getting everyone up to speed.
Really? Why did Hakoshe stop celebrating
I'm not
it?
sure. Perhaps the town just wasn't interested in celebrations when Hakoshe was first founded. They were refugees, after all. You can read about it yourself if you're so inclined. I happen to have the book with me.
Can you tell me more about yourself?
I hold the title of Magnet, though I have no emperor who supports me. Still, my family has led Hakoshe since its founding and chose to take the title to reflect that role. It has been my honor to lead this town for over 10 years now.
Why has your family always led the town?
Because it was our family who founded it. My ancestors wished to create a place of safety and peace, where Akaviri traditions could continue to be passed down and honored. A goal I still strive to respect to this day.
I can't help but notice your name. Is it Akaviri?
Yes, as is my family's tradition. We tend to keep closer to our Akaviri heritage than most. I even speak a little of the language, though I suspect my accent is quite atrocious.
Goodbye. Let's take another look at this book, The Proving Festival. Right. Okay, so Proving Festival cannot help but remember that we held the same celebration in our family's beautiful estate. The Proving Festival in Hakoshe is a far simpler affair. It's good to feel like a berry again. My sister spoke of a strange noise she heard last night. Okay, this sounds like something prowling around, maybe a beast. So there's good fortune and bad luck. But for them to come back from the dead would mean they had been greatly angered. Right. Uh-huh. So, something was up. They tried it once, and for some reason it did not go well. And now she's doing it again. How can that possibly go wrong? Kitty? There we go. Ooh, movables.
are that traveler I saw earlier. Do you need something?
The magnate has allowed me to join the festival and said I should speak to you.
Truly? That was certainly nice of her. Your first step is to complete the proof of reverence. This trial allows us to call upon our ancestors to watch over us, as we prove ourselves worthy of their name.
How do I do
With
that?
this paper lotus, write the names of your honored ancestors on its petals, and place the lotus in the river. This will allow it to float into the afterlife. Think of it like a calling card, a way to get your ancestors to pay attention.
I'll place the lotus in the river.
Return to me when you've completed your task. Oh, and feel free to ask any questions you may have. This is Hakoshe's first proving festival in over a century, after all. I'm sure you're just as curious as everyone else.
Tell me more about the proof of reverence.
Before we can prove ourselves to our ancestors, we must first get their attention. The paper lotus acts as a ceremonial letter of sorts. By placing it into the river, we allow it to be carried into the realm of the dead.
Is that based on an Akaviri belief?
Yes, it is. The Akaviri believe that all waterways connect the realms of the living and dead. There are many folktales about boats being lost in heavy fog and landing on shores filled with restless spirits.
And you believe that?
I used to, when I was little. Whenever I would go jump in a puddle, my mother would yell, "Stop that! You'll fall right into the afterlife." Truthfully, though, she just didn't want my dress to get muddy.
And you said this was your first proving
Excited,
festival?
of course. Honestly, I'm shocked we gave up the tradition in the first place. No one even remembered the festival existed until the magnate found an old record about it.
If it's not a tradition, why decide to have it now?
Our town doesn't have much wealth or power, but we do take pride in our ancestry. Learning about our Akaviri culture and celebrating it is important to us. And the Proving Festival is the perfect way to do just that.
Okay. I mean, as a necromancer, I kind of think I have more direct ways of communicating with my ancestors if I so desire. I have to place the lotus in the river. Aha! Here we go. Use paper lotus here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Nice. I just want to see what it does when it hits the bridge. Will it just disappear or go under the bridge, or will there be some mysterious fog? Ah, it disappeared. Fair enough. Right. Talk to the lady again.
Through this proof, you have shown reverence. Well done. Next is the proof of strength. You'll need to... I'm sorry. I'm just so tired today. There's been a lot of strange noises at night lately, and I haven't slept very well.
Okay. Is that what you and the magnate were talking about?
You overheard that? Ah, well, yes. I've started hearing noises at night. Heavy breathing, uneven footsteps that seem to shuffle about. At first I thought I was dreaming it all, but now I am not too sure.
Any idea what it might be?
I don't, though the magnate has promised to send a patrol out tonight. Hopefully they'll find whatever it is. But you've got a proof to complete. Head over to Vectrasi for your next task. He's just a little ways west of here, right up the hill.
Alright, I'll head to Vectrasi.
Good luck with the proof of strength, and let me know.
I don't think the proof of strength is going to be too much of a problem, hopefully. Here we go.
What can I do for you, traveler?
I'm here to complete the proof of strength. The magnate gave me permission.
You wish to prove yourself before your ancestors. Very well.
To the north lies a cave wherein beautiful sugar daisies grow. Bring me one, and you will have proved your strength.
How does that prove my strength?
Ah, didn't I mention? The cave also happens to be a cinch lion lair, and I doubt the beasts will be particularly fond of your intrusion.
Alright, I'll
Best of
bring you
luck.
back the flower.
Make sure to keep your senses about you. Cinch lions aren't beasts to take lightly.
Tell me more about this.
The Akaviri have always placed a great emphasis on martial prowess. The proof of strength shows our ancestors that we remain strong and are prepared to face any danger that may befall us.
Are the Akaviri known to be great warriors?
Greatest. Akaviri warriors are known for both their might and magic. It was only because of their aid that General Riemann was able to pacify all of Tamriel under his rule. Why, it was Akaviri who founded the Dragon Guard.
The Dragon Guard, a matter I'm looking into in the main quest line. This is fortuitous. Go on.
Proud warriors who formed the Dragonborn Riemann's personal guard. Unfortunately, they seem to have disbanded after the Akaviri potentate fell. I still think they're around, though, waiting for their moment to return.
It's rather cool that I'm doing this at this point then. Gather the sugar daisy. Hey. Let's go pick some flowers. Not much of a threat. Oh, I need that to be in that. Alright. Go on, there we go. That blade. Okay. So we are going over here. And you are a river troll. Fair enough. More assassin beetles. Ooh. I would prefer it if it was maple. Okay. Ooh. Just a water skin, but we'll take it anyway. Saw off to the side there. Don't disturb everything. Right. We are almost to the right place. Each time I block something, it uses up some of my stamina bar. Cool. Let's see. We're up here, are we? Let's just slightly adjust one of my skills. I want to recharge a few soul stones. I'm going to need to be able to jump and use a soul trap. Gather the sugar daisy. Looks like someone's just been here. Ooh. I see. We're in a lion's den and the lions are waking up. Go. Switch weapons. Cast soul trap. Kill them while soul trap is up. Get a soul stone. Okay. And I think we'll go this way. And everything dies. Come on then, big guy. Nice. That was fun. Right, sugar daisies. Time for flowers. We have our sugar daisy. We will ride back a little quicker. That was fun. Ooh. So that's the guy we've got to take this back to, but this will probably... They've let me into this house? Does not appear I have an invitation.
You have the look of victory about you. Tell me, were you successful?
Here's your flower.
Most impressive. I'd say you've certainly made your ancestors proud. Good thing, too. Wouldn't want any unhappy spirits mucking about Hakoshe. They'd bring all sorts of misfortune.
Is this another Akaviri belief?
Quite right. It's part of why honoring our ancestors is so important. Happy ancestors gift their descendants with good fortune. Wrathful ancestors, well, they do just the opposite. They curse us with misery, desolation, even death.
Death?
Yes, death. Of course, you'd need to perform a great dishonor for such a punishment. Not that you have to worry about that. You've proven both your reverence and strength. Now, it's time to test your wit. Head to the town square and speak to Valoria.
Okay, I'll speak to
Don't dawdle
Valoria.
now. The proof of wisdom awaits you back in Hakoshe.
Goodbye. No dawdling, you say. Fair enough. Getting closer. Somewhere around here. Oh, ahead of us. First, lootables.
I don't feel so well.
Potentate for SilmarUK ruled Cyrodiil for hundreds of years before his death. No one is quite sure what allowed this longevity, as it certainly isn't a common trait for the Akaviri to have. One can only guess that powerful magics were at play.
Okay. Oh, that would be theft, would it? Fair enough, we won't be doing that. They're pretty free with their stuff. All comes in useful with the provisioning.
You've caught me at a busy time.
Oh. Reminds me, I haven't been training my mount properly. Need to find the stables. Oh. Right, that's enough looting. Let's get back to this test of wisdom.
And I said, that's what she said.
Why, if it isn't our town's mysterious stranger. Magnet Fena Derak told me all about your participation. Have you completed the first 2 proofs?
I have. I was told to speak to you.
Excellent, excellent. Then you are ready for the proof of wisdom. I am most useful when empty. I am most generous when full. What am I?
I have to solve a riddle?
Of course. What better way to show your wisdom? The riddle describes one of the items on this table. Choose the correct item and bring it to me. Only then will you pass the trial.
Naruto.
Best of luck, dear. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Throughout
Tell me a bit more about
Akaviri
it.
history, the proof of wisdom has been performed in a number of ways. Scholars draft grand essays, writers compose ornate poems, philosophers perform lengthy debates. But for Hakoshe, we went with riddles.
Why?
The people of Hakoshe are simple folk, and our great scholars are few and far between.
Fair
A
enough.
modest trial keeps morale up, while still honoring our ancestors. However, we did get a few essay submissions for the Magnate to review.
Is the Magnate a scholar then?
Of course, just like the rest of her family. Every Akaviri text we have is safely contained within the magnate's home, and she makes sure to study them. Even teaches the young ones a bit of the language.
Right. So an item on the table. Ah, wait a sec. Quest markers over there. So the table is in fact. So we have a bowl, a candle, potion. I would say it's the bowl.
You've returned. Tell me, what item did you bring?
The bowl.
Yes, that is indeed the answer. Oh, I'm just so happy you guessed correctly. I was a little worried my riddle was too obscure. I had hoped Magnate Faina Darak would provide a riddle, but she's had her hands full with the festival. Poor thing.
Poor thing.
She just has a lot riding on her shoulders. We're all seeking to honor our ancestors, but the Magnate's ancestors are a bit, harder to live up to. I'm sure it's created a good deal of stress.
I see, thank you.
May your ancestors be pleased by your actions, traveler.
Goodbye. Talk to ashore. Here he is.
Enjoying the festival, are we?
So, my guess is this guy is the descendant of one of the Dark Elf assassins who killed the last potentate. He's already explained that it would be an unfortunate thing for his family if any descendants of the potentate had actually survived, because they were supposed to all be dead.
I'm sure you've heard a great deal about Akaviri culture today, but tell me, did you learn anything about the Magnate herself?
The family has led Hakushe since its founding. He's well respected and scholarly. Does that help?
Everything you've learned seems to support the rumor. A descendant of the potentate would certainly be given such privileges. However, my investigation calls for more concrete proof. A document would be best.
Where would we find such a document?
I've made some inquiries of my own. It seems that Magnate Faina Darak has quite a few records in the cellar of her home. We'll need to break in and search her documents.
And how do you propose we break in?
We need a key, and I'm positive the captain of the guard carries one. If you would do me the kindness of chatting him up for a bit, I'll do my best to obtain the key. Should all go well, we'll be in and out before anyone notices.
Okay, I'll
Very
distract the
well.
guard.
Let's get moving then.
Tell me more about the town of
Hakushe was
Hakushe.
built after the fall of the Akaviri potentate. It's been, let's see now, a little over 100 years now? Yes, right around that. The town was founded by the Akaviri refugees who fled during that time.
Tell me more about the Akaviri.
The Akaviri come from the land of Akavir, a continent east of Tamriel. They first invaded Tamriel in the First Era, but were ultimately convinced to join the Empire. Hakushe is populated by their descendants.
And you said the Akaviri who founded Hakushe were refugees?
Yes. The Akaviri took the fall of the potentate as a rather obvious sign that they were no longer welcomed in Cyrodiil. Many of them fled to Elsweyr. Hakushe is but one of the settlements that was founded.
So the people of Hakushe are all Akaviri?
I suppose that's a matter of perspective. After all, generations of imperial marriages have considerably thinned the bloodline. Still, Hakushe does strive to maintain Akaviri culture and customs, starting with the town's rather distinct name.
What exactly is the Akaviri potentate?
Potentate Vesidushe began his political career as advisor to Emperor Riemann III. When the Emperor was assassinated, the potentate stepped up as Cyrodiil's leader. Very fortunate for Vesidushe, of course. He was Emperor in all but name.
Did Vesidushe plot the assassination?
So goes the rumors, though nothing was ever proven. Unsurprisingly, an Akaviri on the Ruby Throne created conflict. The potentate was eventually assassinated himself. A few decades later, his heir was similarly slain.
You assassinated him.
Morag Tong, of course. Who else would be so competent? Following the death of potentate Severian Chorak and his heirs, a large number of Akaviri and their followers left Cyrodiil. Many wound up here in Elsweyr.
I'd like to hear more about your grandfather's legacy.
As an agent of the Morag Tong, my grandfather had the honor of executing the last remaining heir of the Akaviri potentate. But here's the tricky bit. My grandfather and the heir both disappeared during the attempt. The Morag Tong presumed them dead.
And now you have reason to think otherwise.
If Magnate Fenadarak truly is the descendant of the potentate, it proves without a shadow of a doubt that my grandfather failed. And such failure would be a grave dishonor to my family name. That's why I'm keen to prove this rumor false.
I see. Well, I can understand the Morag Ton are a frighteningly competent group of assassins. Pissing them off, not such a good idea.
Greetings. Say, aren't you the traveler who joined the Proving Festival?
I'm the traveller who completed the Proving Festival.
Are you now? Well, that's certainly an impressive feat. Honestly, this whole affair has been nerve-wracking for me. I'm not too keen on dishonoring my ancestors. Who knows what misfortune would befall me?
Were you able to complete the 3 proofs?
To be honest, barely. The first 2 proofs were easy enough. Threw a paper lotus in the river, grabbed a sugar daisy for Vecdrasi. But that last proof, well, it stumped me. Couldn't for the life of me figure out the riddle.
How did you solve it?
I'll admit it, I had a little help. Magnate Fenadarak gave me a hint. She's a gracious lady, our magnate. Always helping out folks in need. I'm not sure how Hakoshe would fare without her.
I see, well, I'd best be off. So, I can't help but notice that our Dark Elf assassin successfully picked the captain of the guard's pockets and then used a smoke grenade to disappear, which are not known to be the most quiet of things.
Glad you could make it. Quickly now, let's head inside. Well, head on in.
Okay.
Well, that's certainly odd. There must be something here to take down that barrier.
First up. Oh. Looting first. Adventure later. Right. I opened that. Oh, a few loose coins. 4 tablets: fire, water, wind and earth. Okay, but could I possibly finish looting everything? After all, Assure, you're not exactly offering me payment for this job, from what I can see. Oh, those are dice. Oh, that's kind of cool. Right, Tale of the Elements.
I'm willing to bet those tablets would fit rather nicely into these sockets on the floor.
Yeah. Right, so I don't know the names for Elder Scrolls elemental beings, but so lights up the east sounds like fire, so drowns the south sounds like water, rumbles the north is earth, and blows towards the west is air. Or wind. So, fire to the east, water to the south. So, fire, water, air, earth. Fire, water, air, earth. I'm starting in the east, so fire. I've got to place the wind tablet. Fire, water, wind, earth. So that one. And then earth, which was north. Yeah, earth was north. So the quest marker's telling me which tablet comes next. Otherwise, I would do them in the wrong order.
Let's head in.
Oh, the history vault.
The magnate left a letter on her desk. Interesting, don't you think?
Yes, indeed. Excuse me while I search everywhere else. Item on the Ruddy Fangs. Interesting. You may have realised my Khajiit is a bit of a thief, so... My dearest Faina Darek, I know our family carries many burdens. One day you will lead Hakkashay and ensure the prosperity of our people, for it is you who carries the blood of the potentate. A connection which proves both blessing and curse. You must prepare. Our family has never allowed word of our lineage to go beyond Hakkashay's walls for good reason. The Morag Tong still haunts the shadows of Tamriel, and they will not take such news lightly. As descendants of the potentate, we are seen as loose ends to tie up. To ensure our family's safety, we must closely guard this secret. It is the only way. Forever yours, Nova.
Seems this letter confirms that the magnate is descended from the potentate. What a pity.
Just what are you two doing here? Get out at once!
Ooh.
Traitor! How dare you claim to be of my blood?
What? What's happening? Please, no!
Vegetal.
So Ashur was about to stab her brutally, and Spirit turned up.
It seems we've confirmed that Faina Darak is a descendant of the potentate, just in time for her to be whisked away by some vengeful spirit. Just my luck.
Why would a spirit abduct the magnate?
Isn't that part of the Akaviri's beliefs? Disrespect your ancestors and they'll have their revenge. And given the spirit's armor, he was definitely Akaviri. Huh. Makes me wonder what the magnate did to deserve such a fate.
So you believe the spirit is one of the magnate's Faina Darek's ancestors?
I'm not sure, but it's as good a guess as any. Given the turn of events, we'd best go after them. Perhaps the local tombs? If I know ghosts, they don't often wander far from their graves.
Given the turn of events?
Some Akaviri is so upset with the magnate that he's returned from the dead. And if I'm to see this investigation through to the end, I need to learn why. Let's head to the tombs. It's just east of the town square. Can't miss it.
Alright, we'll go to the tombs. Oh, more coins. Oh, the backpack's empty. Fair enough. Hopefully the guards aren't waiting for me out here. Alright, I think we will ride. Yeah, we stopped with these on the way in, so I was wondering what they were.
Glad you could make it.
Uh-huh. Burying our dead in the Hakushe tomb since the town was founded, so presumably this is how our ancestors did it back in Old Akaba. To tell you the truth, I really don't know. Very oriental look to these Akaviri. Would be nice if it loaded sometime soon. Here we go.
I see them, just up ahead. Still you hunt me, assassin scum? Was my death not enough?
Okay, we'll talk to him in a moment because that will no doubt trigger other things. And as is traditional, we will make with the looting first. I see. Yes, I will happily rob from the dead.
This disappearing act is getting very old, very fast.
Alakaviri spirits seem to recognize you. Any idea why?
He seems to think that I was the Mer who assassinated him. Could be a simple case of mistaken identity. After all, my mother always did tell me I bear a striking resemblance to my grandfather, Methistarum.
So your grandfather assassinated the Akaviri we are chasing?
As a member of the Morag Tong, my grandfather executed a great number of people. But, given the location and the armor the spirit wears, let's move ahead. I have a feeling we'll get our answers soon enough.
All right.
Best if we split up and go our separate ways.
And Morag Tong and the disappearing act. Impression they love their smoke bombs a little too much. Well, hello. Got rid of the mage. Okay, fella. Come in and die. Again. What's this? Okay. I see. Oh, anything here? No. Weapons wise, how am I doing on charge? Charge that, please. Aha! Fair enough. Goodbye. What's this? Yeah, nothing special. Right. I'm rather enjoying these little fights. Right. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you can sod off. Ooh. Yeah. Yuto, come here and die. Nice. Well, we are getting an assist now. No reason why we can't benefit from that. Level 19, you say? Getting those, please. We will go with stamina point. In terms of skill point, I'll have to give that some thought. Lots of sacks. Need to move quickly though. Oh, I see.
You can't find us!
Well, I see. Not entirely sure what you're about, mate, but I can't say I like it. But we need to enter the Founder Chamber. Come on then.
Proconsul Baloran Kai, I presume?
Very good, Assassin Scum. You and your companion have been most insistent. Come, let us speak. Fena Derok has called my spirit to judge her. By her quill, my name was written. By her hands, the paper lotus placed. And so I have come to punish her wickedness. And yet
Really?
you try to stop me. Who are you to deny me my revenge?
Why do you crave revenge?
When I escaped Cyrodiil, I had but one man to protect me. Someone I placed my utmost faith in, my utmost trust. Lieutenant Line Bardwick. But when it came time to guard me from my Morag Tong assassin, my protector fled.
So a Morag Tong assassin killed you?
Yes. Though not before I was able to inflict a mortal wound myself. Both I and my assassin died that day. But not Line Bardwick. He looted my corpse and claimed my name. It was he who founded Hakoshe, not I.
But why abduct Magnate Fena Derek? She didn't betray you.
Her family continued to spread the lies of my betrayer. For centuries, they have proclaimed themselves nobility. But all they have inherited is lies. She must renounce her title and tell her people the truth. Only then will I be content.
Actually doesn't sound unfair. I will relay the message to
Go
her.
then, and convince Fena Derok to speak the truth. Only that will save her.
What prompted your return?
The Proving Festival is a time for the Akaviri people to commune with their ancestors. Not only does it allow the dead to view the living world, it also invites us to cross over. Fena Derok called me to judge her. I have come to do so.
She didn't do anything. It was her ancestor who stole your identity.
And so I did not kill her, as I attempted to kill Line Bardwick when first this festival was held.
That's
My
no problem,
lieutenant also
Ammo.
summoned me by our ancient rites, though he did not realize this. I was compelled to cross over and judge his wicked ways.
But you weren't successful. I hope dinner was
Line
good.
Bardwick was a strong mage in his own right. He cast me away. For centuries I have waited for another Proving Festival, but I suspect that Line Bardwick took precautions against my return. But now, at last, the truth can be revealed.
Okay. That's kind of cool. Excuse me while I loot this place. Oh, boat soldiers. Pasta with chicken. Nice. So we have been investigating some mysterious happenings in this town, and you have come in towards the conclusion of the story. As I am looting the place, of course. Oh, cake. all those provisioner rights will not do themselves. Need raw materials. And this is how you seem to get them. Right, you.
I can't believe it. The founder of Hakushe, my ancestor, he lied?
The Fez Jewel side quest. No, I haven't yet. Is that the one that starts with someone being thrown out of a window? Seems to be the case. Will you speak the truth?
You don't understand. To admit such a horrid truth wouldn't just dishonor me. It would dishonor my entire family. All of my ancestors, who have done such great things for Hakushe, they'll all be disgraced. How can I do that?
I've got the first quest in the quest line. I've seen the guy being thrown out the window and he's told me to meet up with him at the pub in Rimmen. So I will be doing it at some point, but no, I haven't done it yet. So you want to keep lying about your ancestry and quite possibly be killed by this vengeful spirit?
No. I don't want to keep lying. The citizens of Hakushe deserve nothing but my complete honesty, even if it comes at the cost of my family's reputation. I'll do it. Ancestors, forgive me, but I'll tell everyone the truth.
Maybe you feel like having 3 hours of fun, go for it. 3 really good hours on Saturday here. That sounds really cool. Actually, depending on how things pan out, maybe do that next Elder Scrolls stream. Have you done the main quest yet? The main quest line? Because I'm up to the point where you visit the palace. Okay, let's get going then. Miss?
I'll be watching, Faina Derok, waiting for you to speak the truth.
I'll keep my word.
Well, seems like it's time to get going then. I'll meet you in the town square.
Okay.
I shall see if Faina Derok honors her words. Only then can I rest.
Yeah, I've dealt with Euraxia. That's as far as I've got though. So they've got the Moongate, Sound Swirl Manor and all of that. But because there's so much to do, I've decided to do a loop around Northern Elsweyr, do some of the side quests I know are there, and then continue with more of the main quests and more side quests. Yes, Euraxia is now no longer in power. Horrible lady that she was. Cool. Yeah, when in my previous wanderings, I found the starting quest for a number of side quests. The aqueduct being one, this being another. No longer in power. Yeah, there's been a transfer of power. That's all. You know, it was fairly orderly. Minimal stabbings were required. Actually brought some questions to my mind. How much time the gameplay and how many quests are there in ESO? I honestly don't know, but I think when you consider all of the zones and how much we've already gone through in just one, and the fact that we are probably not even halfway through all of the quests, I think the answer is a hell of a lot. And when you add in things like daily crafting writs, daily adventuring writs, dungeons, trials, and the delves and all of that, I think that it's a hell of a lot of content, which is what you'd hope for a game that's been out for several years now, and it's cool to see. So I think I'm going to be playing Elder Scrolls for a while. Ooh. What? You two again? Didn't you learn last time? You. Start with the lightning. How do you get the writs like you spoke to them without getting the in-game thing telling me how to do them? Right. In Rimmen, and what I will potentially do is waypoint back to Rimmen at the end. If you go to Rimmen, actually, just let me get somewhere where I'm not about to be jumped by those two when they respawn. Here should be good. Right, so... Cool. Okay, so Way Shrine in Rimmen is here. Provision it. Crafting area is up there. There's the bank. If you come... Yeah, if you come down here, so between the inn and... Yeah, here's the inn. Come down here. It's about here. There's a caravan that is in front of you as you come down there, and you will see some characters with quest markers, although they might be light blue in colour. There's one that you've got to speak to first, and that tells you about the other two. One of them will give you a daily adventuring quest that can be soloed. Usually involves going into a delve, collecting some things, and one other task, usually killing someone. And the other one will tell you about daily writ, which is meant for a group, because that involves you going to one of the trials, like the Sword Mistress or that, not the Champion trials or whatever they're called, what the raids are. Those, they will give you those. What I found is you can do the group writ generally on your own as long as you're playing during a busier time on the server, because if you just wait a little bit at where the boss that you've got to kill is, other players will turn up doing the writ as well, and you can all just gang up on them. You don't actually have to be in a group to complete those. You know that the crafting writs are from the boards. Ah, right. Yeah, there's only 25 quests you can have in the queue, so that can be an issue. But the crafting writs come from the boards in the crafting area if you're interested. But the place that you actually hand those in at is a set of chests that are just here, just off to the side from where you get the adventuring writs. So the first time I saw the adventuring writs was after I was going to hand in my first crafting writ, because you have to run past where the adventuring writs are given out. So I hope that helps. But basically, yeah, it's in Rimmen, just past the inn, but it's, you won't necessarily see it till you get close. Good luck. Where am I? I'm off a bit. I've got to go this way. Oh, glad to be of help. Well, I do like these quests. They are very good. And bearing in mind that Elsweyr is the latest expansion, they've had several years developing all of this. But I gotta say, I do like their quests. Right, lady. There's the spirit, there's the lady. I may well have missed the speech. And there's our Dark Elf Assassin.
It seems my investigation has come to an end. The rumor was false, my family name is cleared, and no one even needed to be executed. A happy ending all around, wouldn't you say?
In my opinion, the sub is worth it. Brazil317, thank you very much for the raid. It's lovely to see you. I trust you are well. Ammo, I think the sub is worth it, if just for the fact that you get the crafting bag, and you will also get access to all the DLCs. You get access to a certain amount of content as long as you are subbed for free, which other people would pay for. Hiya, Poker. It's good to see you as well. Cool. Welcome on in, folks. We are playing a little Elder Scrolls Online tonight, and we've just finished one of the the side quest lines, and as the Dark Elf assassin has just said, no one had to be executed. Hi, Neolithic.
The Morag Tong isn't one to leave loose threads, even one that's been dangling for over a century. Luckily for Faina Darak, my grandfather was able to complete his writ. Here, a reward for services rendered.
Oh, thank you.
Now, despite our daring rescue, I'm certain the Magnate doesn't have the Morag Tong hanging about. Though it does look like she's about to make her big announcement, doesn't it? Well, perhaps I'll stick around long enough to watch.
Hi all, I am doing very well, thank you. And let me just do this, and we will watch the announcement. I do like Ashur, by the way. He's a very likable assassin. Cool. So yes, if anyone here doesn't already know Razil, I would highly recommend checking him out. Very much a good streamer, and someone I do enjoy watching when I get the chance to catch up with him. So for folks who don't know at all, I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I stream 3 times a week, Elder Scrolls Online, Elite Dangerous, and Pathfinder Kingmaker at the moment. And if any of that interests you at all... Oh, Valley of Tears, thank you for the follow. You can see me, that's my Twitter. And the other place to see what I'm doing is the website mentioned there in the welcome message, which has a calendar which will confirm what streams are when, basically. But generally, I do Elder Scrolls Online on a Wednesday night, Elite Dangerous on a Thursday, and Pathfinder Kingmaker on a Sunday. So, we will just continue watching this. So tell me about the Morag Tong.
The Morag Tong is an organization of assassins. Agents are assigned writs of execution,
Thank you,
perform
Valiant
said executions, and then go along the merry way. That's the long and short of it in any case.
Like the Dark
I'd
Brotherhood.
ask you not to compare us to those lunatics. Our practices, morbid as they may seem, are perfectly legal and keeping with Dark Elf traditions. I kill only who I am sanctioned to kill.
And you were really going to kill the Magnate?
If I had to. My preference was always to prove this rumor false, of course. Still, a writ is a writ. If my grandfather failed to do his duty, then I would have done it for him. Simple.
I have to say, if I create another character in this game and they're a Dark Elf, Morag Tong might be a way to go, if that's possible. I don't know if it is. I need to spend some more time on ESO. Okay, Valley of Tears, thank you very much for the follow and have a good night. Yeah, this expansion is a lot of fun. But your grandfather's writ was for proconsul, not Faina Darak.
My grandfather was following a writ which called for the death of potentate Severian Shorak and all his heirs. Had Faina Darak been a descendant of the proconsul, her execution would also fall under this writ, naturally.
Seems like a technicality given it's a century later.
I'll let the Morag Tong know your feelings as soon as I'm back in Morrowind. I'm sure they're just dying to hear your opinion.
Okay, perhaps this character will not be visiting Morrowind. Right.
My family has long claimed to be descended from the potentate. But this is not the truth. The man who founded the town, my ancestor, was a traitor. He betrayed Proconsul Baloran Kai and stole his name. My family's legacy is only a lie. I revoke my title as Magnate. And should you decide, I will leave Hakoshé forever. This dishonor is mine to bear. And I accept it.
No! We still want you to be our Magnate!
You're an honorable woman, Faina Darak.
You deserve to lead this town.
Everyone, thank you. Thank you so much.
Finally, I am a...
Okay, cool. Right. So, do feel free to ask any questions if anyone's got them. We are here. And I'm just wondering what to do next. We could head down this way and see if there's any quests. There don't seem to be any dragons up right now. And I know I've got some quests down in Merryvale, which would probably be the way to go. So, that's what we'll do. So I've got certain amount of the way through the main quest line, but I'm just taking a break to do some of the side quests. While I have the opportunity, because there's a lot going on in Elsweyr. And it's really quite fun doing the stories. So definitely recommend the quests. Alright, so that's, yep, not at the road yet. Ooh. Is there a... Hopefully we'll get to a stable. At some point. What's your game nickname so I can add you? Right. It's probably better if I show people. So I am actually at Jasper Knots. Or just Adley Ammo. I don't mind people sending me friend requests, but absolutely. Let's see. Will that find you? Filter return no results. Ah. Wait a second, I'm probably trying to do this in the wrong place. And look at the ones online. Hide offline. This is just showing me my current friends. It's E to add a friend. Right. Oh, you were talking about the guild. Yeah, I see what you mean. Let's just look in the boot brigade. There you are. Add as a friend. Oh. Friend request sent. Oh. Right. First things first. Whatever you are, grab. We have a dragon up. Right, the dragon is there and the fight hasn't yet started. So let's get there. Is there a way shrine? There is a way shrine. Teleport! Let's go fight a dragon. Hopefully not on my own, because that will be very brief. Yeah, that fight has started. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm going up the road, aren't I? Yeah. Yes. This might not be the way. Might be on top of those cliffs, in which case I could have to go miles out of my way to get to the dragon. Maybe this person here knows how to get there. Yeah, it would be cool to have a dragon fight on a stream, so, you know. They turn up fairly regularly. reckon they are going for the dragon, which is cool. Yay! I have guides. Take a while, Balog. Good luck. Aha. So we go up here. All these resources I'm passing by just to get... Here we go. Okay, I think ranged for this. Whoa. Ouch. Whoa. Healing potion. Yep, dragon. And they are nails. Standard UI, any area that turns up red, you don't want to be in. Is that? No. Actually. So I am really a melee caster. Right. Consume that soul. Please. Thank you. Send in the skeletons. Whoa! And I am toast. Fortunately, I have a supply of soul stones. Or soul gems. Right. And the dragon goes down. Cool. So they don't take ages to get down, but they are nails. And it's not uncommon for people to drop dead. Sorry, ammo. Yeah, there's another one here. So there's basically here, and here are where they appear, and they appear quite regularly. So actually, I'm going to try and get into that second fight. It helps if you've got as many of the way shrines as possible, so that you can get to the areas nearest them. Right. So. Oh yeah, we're not going down there. Going the right way? I think I'm going the right way. Okay, cool. Yeah, it will also partly depend on which other players jump in, because some players are much better equipped than others, like me. There's a bridge up here that I need to get across to where the dragon is. But oh, there we go. It's showing off at the moment, fortunately. There's the bridge. Take care, Subsonic. Lovely to see you. Yes. Let's see if we can defeat another dragon, which we probably can because loads of this time of night. Probably plenty of people here. You may notice it using the whole Skyrim voice thing. Apologies if I'm focused on this at the moment. I'm trying to stay alive. Whoa. I'm sucking the life essence out of corpses to heal myself. And my skeleton ability acts as a ranged spell which generates a corpse which I can then use to heal myself. So I'm finding necromancy to be a lot of fun. And this is Bone Goliath. Which is one of my ultimate abilities. Nice. Very profitable. Yeah, so there tends to be 3 dragons, and I get the impression that they pop every so often. It might be there's at least a dragon every 5 minutes or so. And I agree, the Necro is a lot of fun. Come on, how many adventurers did he eat? I got a half-digested backpack. Yeah, I've seen those before. They are a little bit concerning. Yeah, I have a half-digested backpack, a half-digested document pouch. As you say, how many people did he eat before? Right, there are no more dragons up right now. So, where do I want to go next? Around time as well. Oh, okay. That will be a plan. So what we'll do is we'll be streaming for a little bit longer, and then we will go and raid somebody. I fancy that one because it's right near a way shrine and it sounded like an interesting quest. Although going to cost a bit. Level 18, well done. I think I just got level 19 tonight, so we're keeping pace with each other, am I? Right, so this is the Snitches, which is a town stroke village full of thieves and cutthroats. There's this thing called the Ashen Scar that runs through the middle of northern Elsweyr, and the Snitches is a series of bridges and platforms and such like that over it. Apparently there's a new headman in town, and someone wants to do something about them. It's been suggested that I could talk to this person. So before we do that, just going to open up the winnings. Or okay. Oh, if you ever play a necromancer, some of your abilities are criminal acts in a town, and the town guards are a lot tougher than you are. Having counterfeit pardons, which you will get for various rewards at points, to remove any bounties on you is a really good idea. I would also strongly suggest as a necromancer that you remap your ultimate ability key from R, which is a key that you have to press for some other things and too close to some of the other keys, to something out of the way which you can use easily. I've got buttons on my mouse and I use those because it will save you getting the crap knocked out of you by the town guards on a fairly regular basis. And yes, I do say that from experience. Yeah, I believe they are invincible. I've only ever been able to run away from them. Ooh. Got some nice items there. Right, half the Jetted Adventurers pack. Some soul gems. Find a repair kit, linen stash. Yeah. Won't say no. Half the Jetted document pouch. Counterfeit pardon. And a design. Which I don't think I have. Cool. Yeah, if you're a necromancer, keep those pardons with you. Don't put them in the bank. Do I have any other blueprints? Oh no, ammo. Yes. Okay, what's in there? Rough oak. Fair enough. Right. Taznazi.
Taznazi does not know you. That's good. She knows everyone in the Stitches. Those who aren't in Kazda's pocket, she can count on one paw. This one has a job for someone who'd rather pick it. An unknown face like yours is just what she needs.
I see. What's the job?
Kazda, the dung eater that runs the Stitches, has a hoard of gold beneath Merville Keep. Taznazi plans to make it hers. Ours. If you're interested, we need to move soon. The Stitches gets worse by the day. Kazda may leave, and his coin with him.
You want me to take part in a robbery?
To take from Kazda is no crime. His predecessor, Dashing the Salzo, amassed the coin. Kazda only wallows in it, like a pig in its filth. A cruel, stupid pig. Now he lets the Stitches shuffle to ruin. This is his just punishment.
I see. Well, I'm quite happy to do a robbery, so you know.
We
I'm a
also
necromancer.
meet Taznazi's old crew, Vol, Sarin, and Nazdar. Vol just did a job for Jubani. He'll be at her junk shop. Sarin's likely at the Goiter's Gulp, and Nazdar caterwauling somewhere. We'll meet in the bowl at the bottom of the scar.
Okay. Can you tell me more about these people?
Who do you want to know about?
Vol first.
Best damn mechanist this side of Nibbin Bay. Not a common trait for a wood elf, this one knows, but it is true. Kazda's stronghold uses strange mechanisms to keep uninvited visitors out. Voles are passed through them.
Who's Sereni?
Maybe not the most distinguished mage in Elsweyr, but the best Taznazi is likely to get in the stitches. She spends more time with her head in a bottle than a book, but once she's dried out, she'll be invaluable for reaching the vaults unnoticed.
And Nazda.
The old adept was something back in his day. Taznazi heard he could break a boulder with his little claw. He doesn't fight much anymore, but he still has some moves. This one has seen them personally. He flows like water and is as silent as wind.
Talk about something else.
Keep it quick. There's a lot to be done before we relieve Kazda of his riches.
I need to know more about this Kazda we're robbing.
The lowest. Kazda clawed his way to the top of the Stitches with treachery and fear. The Stitches hasn't known law, but under dashing the Salzo, it knew relative peace, common purpose. Now it falls into anarchy. Kazda won't stop it, he creates it.
Who was Dashing Dazalza?
The leader of the Stitches, before Kazda. He's dead and gone. All you need to know is, what was his is now Kazda's, soon to be ours.
I like that. I'd like to know more about the Stitches before I go there.
A den of outlaws in the shape of a town. There's not much to tell. What do you want to know?
I want to know more about the junction.
The facade of a legitimate business for Jubani, the fence. Her gang loots and scavenges items all over the scar. She has a Bandari's knack for selling junk for far more than it's worth.
And Goita's goal?
What passes for a tavern in the Stitches. The Averno twins run a money lending and pawn operation out of it. Don't let them sweet-talk you into any favors. They may seem harmless, but everything has a price with those two, and everyone pays.
The bow?
The sewer beneath Merville Keep. We'll be able to gather there without attracting any unwanted attention, and it'll become clear why once you arrive.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to like that. That's enough about the Stitches, but I still have other questions.
Thoroughness is an uncommon virtue in the
I don't.
Stitches. Go on and ask.
Goodbye. Right. So. Tasney's crew. That's the one. So, Vol. Well. Vol will be somewhere there then. Cool. That's empty. Sad times. Ooh. Lemon and honey. Right. Oh, wow. That's fairly impressive. Huh. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me a moment. What did I map? No. Ah, interesting. I have mapped a high GUI. It's a bit of a jungly view, but not bad. I like the view. Let me just see. Take a screenshot as print screen. Ah, that would make sense. There is a substantial bridge there. UI on off is number divide. Right. So that's the UI. And maybe about that. Right. Let's find the person we're looking for, because they're not on this side. Yeah, there is a big, very substantial bridge over there. Oh, there's a chest. Okay. Now, you see, if this was Guild Wars 2, I'd just use a glider. It is very pretty, this game. It really is. Right. If there is a chest, it's probably locked.
Joe Bonnie and I had a deal. I delivered.
True. But why keep paying when we can just make you do it for free? Now get inside.
That didn't sound like a good conversation. Oh. Spawn in the place the one we killed while I was setting up. Oh no! Ammo! Oh! That's a very costly monthly sub. Oh. I am sorry to hear you got murdered. Right. Jubilees and oh! You pick up plenty of lockpicks in the game, so it's not really a problem. Okay, so I'm trespassing, am I? So I've got to rescue Vol. I've no real idea where Vol might be. That's a hiding spot. Aha!
Hey, you're not one of Joe Bonnie's thugs. Can you get me out of here?
I carry them with me because I am a bit of a thief as well as a necromancer. Although I don't tend to thieve unless I have somewhere to fence stuff nearby. Right, let's get you out of here.
I'm getting out of here. Catch up to me so I can thank you properly.
Huh. That made me jump. Let's just get out. Let's not mess around. Once I confirm where the fence is here, I can think about robbing the place. Oh. Vol is behind the building, which doesn't necessarily seem very wise. Like, kind of plain sight, mate.
Thanks for your help back there. Joe Bonnie and her thugs are a bunch of hammers that think everything is a nail. Geniuses included. Altruism isn't a thing in the Stitches. So what do you want? Need a lock picked? Something repaired?
That's Nazi sent me to recruit you for a job.
Doesn't see her. That's funny. Was just thinking about her recently, seeing what's gone on around this dump. How it's gotten dumpier than usual. She's pulling together a job. Swore that Cosda ran her out of town when he took over.
Yeah, about that. Oh. What's the history between those two?
Last time I ran my mouth, Joe Bonnie sent her unexpectedly handsome thugs after me. I'm not spilling any more secrets. But it's nice to know Tosnacy's still around. She really loves this place after all. Even after everything that's happened to her.
So you'll join a crew?
Well, Joe Bonnie's sure to notice I'm missing. Joining up with a crew seems like a good way to keep my fingers unbroken. So sure, whatever Tosnacy's playing at, I'm in.
He wants us to cover in the bow.
Bowel? Well, that's ironic. I'll head there after I get my tools and find another pair of small clothes.
What was that you were saying about Tasnazi?
That Kazda ran her out of town? Or tried to, I guess. It's not any secret. He may be a rancid pile of cat vomit, but this is his town now. He does what he wants.
Really? Why has he got it out for her,
Bad
though?
blood. Truth told, Tosnacy would have been charged after dashing to Salzo died, if things hadn't gone down the way they did. It's not my place to say anything more than that.
Oh, really? Okay. So why were you tied up in the basement?
Jew Bonnie runs the biggest salvage operation in the Stitches, and she knows she gets paid more if the salvage is in pure junk. When a crew found stuff that wasn't busted up, I fixed it. For pay.
Okay. And she decided that perhaps you would do it for free?
'Cause that happened. He took over the Stitches and didn't care if people broke oaths, contracts, or ribs. Jew Bonnie saw a chance to get more labour for free. Just had to flex a little muscle. Yeah, don't let my rippling physique fool you. I'm not much in a fight.
I wouldn't expect the Bosmere to be an expert machinist.
Well, most don't. And to be fair, I wasn't always the brilliant tinkerer I am today. I don't know what caused the change, honestly. I think eating that soul gem had something to do with it.
You ate a soul gem?
I didn't just pluck one up and eat it. I was scouting for the Dominion way north. Some ruin called Sardathal. Was running from some guards when I fell into a shaft. And fell. And fell.
I'm surprised you survived.
Caught a ledge at the last minute. Broke my fall. And my fingers. Real mess. Anyway, I found myself in this strange cavern. Huge. Had dwarven ruins. Biggest I've ever seen inside of it. More stone and metal than I could imagine. Not so much food.
So you ate a soldier?
Not quite. I finally managed to find a charis. Big bug. Tastes awful, don't recommend it, but I ate like my life depended on it. I mean, it did. I half remember a glowing stone going in my mouth. Swallowed it whole before I even realised.
And that gave you knowledge of machines?
Yeah, more like indigestion, but also this indescribable urge to fiddle with the ruins. Well, I guess I'd call it curiosity. But anyway, I fixed an elevator like it was second nature and got back home. Then I got discharged on account of my weekend.
Okay. Let's make sure that there's nothing more I can ask. Yeah, okay. Humanized junk shop. Can I open this door from this side? Huh. So there was another way out. Right. Across the way, it seems.
What is it?
Aha. I have gone... No, back this way. Wait a sec. There's a book. What's yours is mine. Yeah, words to live by. Okay, lady. Where? No, that's not snoring lady. Okay, I'm hearing her for some distance off. And now... lots and lots of bottles. Ah. Here we go. Oh. Oh. I don't want to do this. Sorry.
The moons? My fur! What was in this bucket? But whatever your death wish is. It's granted! Oh, my head. Just tell me what you're doing here before I turn your heart into a tomato.
Does Nazi want you to join her crew?
Oh, really? Taznasi's still kicking around? A little good news to go around with all this bad. Like a fly in vine. Be careful of the vine, by the way. There's flies in it.
So you'll join up?
I didn't say that. Well, what I mean is that I'd like to, but if Taznasi wants me for my magical skill, I have some bad news. My focus is gone. I mean my other focus. My arcane focus. A bubble to focus magicka. I'm useless without it.
Oh no! Where is it?
I may have pawned it. To Lulius and Skippy and Averno. I'd give the gold back, but Kazda's really gouging the price of a bottle these days. Even the swill in this flop house. The Avernos are inside. Get my focus back, and I'll owe you.
What exactly is a focus?
Ugh, well, sometimes my power gets a little out of control. The Mages Guild was supposed to help me master it, but they take a dim view of people breaking curfew and getting drunk on kitchen duty and throwing up in the soup.
So what does the focus
When
do?
I need to cast a spell, I channel my magicka through the focus. It helps me weave everything together. Without it, my spells come out like tangled yarn and the results are, well, unpredictable.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the Avanos?
Lulius and Skifion, they sit in the goitered cups like they own the place. Well, they do technically own it, but that's not the point. Ever since Kazda took over, the twins have doubled everyone's rent and the amount of water in the drinks.
No! How can they get away with that?
Kazda gets a nice kickback from all the money they bring in. And for good or ill, well, actually just ill. Kazda's in charge here, so he has the muscle. So the rest of us sit quietly and pay twice as much to get half as drunk.
Oh. Right.
You might try sweet-talking the Avernos out of the focus. It doesn't take much to lead their minds into the gutter. If you don't smell like one. Otherwise, they probably got it locked up somewhere.
Okay. Is this a
Clean
fence?
goods, bought and sold.
Okay, no, just a merchant.
Hey, have one with me.
Trade them on business.
This one hopes you enjoy your stay. If not, he suggests you take your complaints just around the corner to his right.
Ah, that's fair enough. Just around the corner to his right. Yeah, fair enough. Seems fair. Oh, excuse me. Oh, text bot. Thank you. Let me just refresh that. Web captioner does that on occasion. Right, hopefully that will... Yep. Cool. Right, let's just... Here we go. Ooh. Nice. So very pretty. That would be theft. And Yeah, there's a locked chest, which probably has it in. Can be, right. Let's talk to the one who might be drunk.
New face in the stitches, then? I love new faces. I can front you a little money in exchange for... well, we can talk terms over wine. To what do my brother and I owe? Focus. Looked like a collar to me. Pity it doesn't fit any of our pets. Don't call it such around Serene. Nearly clawed poor Skip-Ion's nose off over it. It's such a good nose, too. Reminds me of Mother. Anyway, price is set. Will you pay it?
I'll come back to that. Oh, no ammo. That's no good. What do you say?
I'm positively fuming. Julius has our entire wardrobe shipped here from Kvatch, and he still manages to pick out the exact same outfit I'm wearing. As if it weren't clear enough we're twins. But you're not here to listen to a sibling's prattle.
I'm here for the
That
focus.
rancid-smelling thing? I can't believe my brother paid mostly honest gold for it. Probably cursed. He should just be rid of it and be done with the whole torrid affair.
Well, I've actually...
Speaking of torrid affairs, well, perhaps later.
I have paid a skill point to the Major skill to get Persuade and a skill point to the Fighter skill to get Intimidate. So I get this option. I can just make the focus disappear.
Well, you do seem to look like someone well-equipped to deal with this sort of thing. Julius owes me a favor, so I'll call it in for you. The trinket is yours. You can find it in a jewelry box behind the counter.
If you go to the Mages Guild, which is in Rimmen, and I'll just click on the goodbye so I can show you the skill tree. So, Mages Guild, the first of their passive abilities, which I believe opens up pretty much straight away, as does Intimidate for fighters. So you, as long as you've got a skill point available, you can drop it in and you get Persuasive Will, which allows you to persuade. And fighters get Intimidating Presence. So it's well worth the trip. I've used the Intimidate once, and to be honest with you, I wasn't quite happy with the results. The Persuade I've used a few times, and it's definitely worth a skill point for it if you can. Okay, so just open that. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't say I understand everything in the skill tree, but it just saved me 400 on gold, so yay. Lovely view. Can I get up there? No, I don't think so. Right. There you are. Kitty.
Blah, can't get the taste out of my mouth. It's awful.
I got your focus back.
Good, Kazda's made the stitches unpalatable. Like that swill he's got the tavern pouring. I'm ready to get out, but I wouldn't mind batting Kazda's tail along the way. I'm sure Taznazi feels the same.
That means you're in. We're meeting in the bar.
I need a moment or two. Look, I'll meet you at the bowl once the world stops spinning.
How do you know Taznazi?
Look, you seem halfway decent, so don't stick your muzzle too far in, alright? Taznazi's got her own business, and I know too much about it already. I don't drink just because I like the flavor of the tavern's bilge.
That's not reassuring.
I'm hazy on the details. To be honest, I'm hazy on a lot of things these days. But I know Taznazi can't show her face in the stitches. And it's not just Kazda that'd like to see her dead.
Interesting. I am enjoying this character, yes.
You've seen the type of people who call the stitches home. Thieves, smugglers, deserters. Nobody keen on laws. Of the few rules we have, she broke the one you don't break. Murder.
Who did she kill?
I've said more than I should have already. It's in the past. Taznasi had her reasons. She always has her reasons. Not that I ever got to hear them. She's not going to stab you in the back if that's what's worrying you. Keep your mind on the job.
What's your
Just
story?
a mage looking for something at the bottom of a bottle.
What are you looking for?
I don't really know. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if I ever knew.
Oh. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to go see the last character, but we won't do the heist tonight. Because I am starting to feel a bit knackered. Yeah, it certainly takes a little while to start getting your head around it, but as you say, Rez, it's worth it. There's a shrine in Rimmen and other capital cities where I had to pay 1,600 gold and it allowed me to reallocate my skill points. I've used that once because frankly I think when you first start out you probably are going to make a few mistakes. Right, so you might not be where I thought you were. Yeah, I need to go back over. Where did I go to do that? Right, so Elsweyr, Rimmen. This one, Shrine of the Cat's Divine, which is if you've seen the merchants with the level worker and the others, it's just the edge there. There's three shrines. The shrine to Serendar is the one that allows you to redo skills. I think the shrine to one of the other twos, and I think it's Alkosh, will let you redo attribute points. So skill wise, Bone Tyrant I've dropped a lot in, no problem at all. Ammo, including a bit in these in one of the passives. Gravelord I've also dropped a bit into. Oh, the guilds. Ah, right. So weapons, armor, or guilds? Because weapon armors and guilds are available to pretty much everyone. Ah, right. There we go. So I originally had a balanced spread between the three, but because of the what I've decided is, or the advice that I've received is, out of stamina and magicka, try to focus on one. And various ways that you can morph your skills means that you can start moving them over to one or the other. You can't do it perfectly, and you do want some in all of them, I think, but it makes a difference. So this is just what I've got at the minute. Stamina will be what I focus on. I want health as well, because some of my abilities that heal me in combat, the higher your health, the more healing you get. And magicka I will develop, but it will be the lesser of the three. So that's what I've gone for at the moment. So yeah, I had it different and I refought it basically, and I used the shrine to allow me to respec. Wow. Rickety bridge. Right. Potentially, yeah, that's not going to get me where I want to go. It's place is a bit of a maze. Right, oh. There are quests and such like. Oh, there we go.
Said Nalitha the Avuncular, even in somber times must the wayfarer be offered greetings. Nazdar greets you, wayfarer, though his times are somber indeed. What brings you to this one?
As Nazi has a job, she wants you to join her crew.
Hotaza the Corpulent often said, the forgetting of friends is a grievous wrong. Wise words. Tasnasi has not visited him in some time, but this one has not forgotten her, so believe Nazdar when he regretfully declines her invitation.
Can I ask why?
This one has lost a prized possession, a lute gifted by a dear, departed friend. It has buoyed Nazdar's soul for so long, he sinks without it. Weighed down as such, he cannot be the fleet walker Tasnasi needs him to be.
What if I got the loot back?
Truly? This one was practicing his lute in the canyon below, but his playing attracted irascible beasts. He was forced to leave it behind as he scrambled up the cliffs.
How were you practicing at the bottom of the canyon?
The truth, however, noxious is sweeter than rose blossom, to quote the venerable Bate. Nazdar plays, but not well. The others throw things at him when he practices, so he plays where he can be alone.
And who gave you the loot?
He once led the Stitches, not to glory perhaps, but away from shame. Even saints do not live forever, nor did he. But as Ballant the Canonical said, the dead recalled in good memories are the true saints of our lives.
Wow. So we have to go and get the loot. Let's just clear that. Right, that's going to be a bit further away. A bit further away indeed. A dragon appearing there. I didn't know they appeared in there. Right. I am going to bring it to a close there because it's 10:30. Just looking at huge raids. So, looking at the lists, two choices leap out to me. Astacon is apparently doing Elder Scrolls Skyrim, so not Elder Scrolls Online, but related. And Avi's doing Elder Scrolls Online. So does anyone have any preference as to Skyrim or ESO, I suppose would be the question. I will open that one up. You refuse to choose between two good games. That's a fair comment. My choice. Okay. I am going to go with Avi again because she's had a bit of a rough time the last few days, and that will hopefully help cheer her up a little bit as well. So why not? And if Astacon is playing Skyrim next Wednesday, then we will definitely look to do that. So I will just switch to this screen. Okay, so I will be back on tomorrow at 7 o'clock, where I'll be playing Elite Dangerous. I'll be playing Elder Scrolls Online again next Wednesday at 7, and Sunday at 2 in the afternoon will be Pathfinder. My weekday stream starts 7 o'clock UK. Thank you very much for watching. And I do hope you have enjoyed it, and thank you for the raid, Raz, and thank you for the follow. Valley of Tears, and let me just spell this right. No problem at all. Right, so hopefully cool. So yes, thank you all very much, and I'm working on expanding the website SilmarUK.net and putting some more content up there, so keep an eye on that as well. And I hope to see folks again at some point soon. Thank you very much.